I want to write something amazing, but nothing I write looks good enough. It feels soulless. It feels like I'm trying to be a writer and not actually writing. Does that make any sense? Dan.
I've got it. You want honesty?
Hi, I'm John Mayer. Come along while I show you how a song is written.
After all these years, how is John Mayer still creating music at such a high level? On the surface, it seems pretty obvious. He's written a number of catchy songs that painted him as the sensitive guy. Not only that, he's also a skilled guitarist. Over the years, John Mayer has built a reputation for being a technician on the frets. And if that's not enough, John Mayer is a library of sound. He went from this to this in between a single record. But actually, I don't think that's why John Mayer has sustained his success. I believe there's an element to John's music that has helped him stay John Mayer. And that element is the truth. Like any art, music is often about showing off. And all of that can impress an audience. But if you want to have a long career, then you have to move beyond impressing and move toward connecting.
Okay, I think I get what you're saying. It's like when you open up your various social media apps, you are bombarded with propaganda that says, "I'm having the best time." You see the edited life, even if it's just a hollow smile. A lot of music is like that too, which is fine. Music can be whatever it needs to be. But the music that stays with me is music like this.
And when the pastor asks the pews, for reasons he can't marry you, I will keep my word, I'll keep my seat.
Raw, unfiltered, honest, just a few chords and the truth. It's this kind of vulnerability in songwriting that takes me from liking a song to following someone for their entire career. It's the difference between listening to a song only in the car as opposed to looking up the lyrics to analyze them. This makes me think of In the Blood, a song off of John's last album.
About this feeling that I'm never good enough. Will it wash out in the water? Or is it always in the blood?
This is what you write when you've done the work to look inside of yourself and honestly assess your doubts, feelings, and insecurities. If you're brave enough to lower your guard and write your honest fears and worries into a song, you'll help others bypass their own walls. Because we spend so much time lying to ourselves, it's genuinely refreshing to hear someone else be honest. It gives us the license to do the same.
Right, but it's easy to be honest when everyone is on your side. The real question is, how do you be honest when everyone turns on you? How do you tell the truth when you lose your voice?
In conversations with Rolling Stone and Playboy, Mayer made some off-color remarks about race and his previous relationships.
In 2010, John developed a granuloma on his vocal cord, making it impossible to sing. John's voice, the source of both all of his success and all of his misery, was gone. If anything, losing his voice helped him find it again.
Keep me where the light is.
When his vocal cords healed, John could have easily become artificial, making the music people wanted to hear. He could have started trying to impress people. Instead, John turned inward, and the result was a critically acclaimed album filled with self-reflection. John kept on being vulnerable. He kept unearthing the truth inside of him, and that's not easy to do.
But being vulnerable doesn't have to be so self-serious. It doesn't have to look like a slow acoustic song. It can be playful, too.
I still keep your shampoo in my shower, in case you wanna wash your hair.
In one line, John captures his emotional state with one specific detail without ever compromising the feel of the song. Or take one of John Mayer's latest singles, New Light. Writing a song about pushing 40 in the friend zone can be just as honest and vulnerable as a song like Stop This Train. I mean, for God's sake, look at the music video. Honesty in art doesn't have to be so contemplative or solemn. When it comes down to it, telling the truth in your art is just about being yourself. For anyone who follows John on Instagram, you know that dancing around in an amateurish, overly green-screened music video is his sense of humor. Sure, he's being self-effacing, but there's no artifice. There's no sense of him being disingenuous. John's just being John. If you want to make great art, you have to give up trying to impress people.
What are you doing? Are you just writing? We're still on a call here. I guess I'm forgotten?
All of that is hard work. The hardest thing any artist can do is to be honest with themselves. The hardest thing, and maybe the most rewarding, is telling the truth.